The difficulty that I have is that doing all of those things is what made me successful in the first place.
Correct. Yeah,
And I've said now twice on this podcast that I'm successful. What I mean is like, that's the thing that got me from walk on to scholarship. That's the thing that got me from an amateur football player to a professional football player. That's the thing that, led to a lot of positive outcomes.
yeah,
And as soon as we become parents, it's hard to shift that off because you want to be as present as possible and you want to be able to be there for your wife and for your family at all times, but you can't get away from the thing that made you you in the first place.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that's a hard thing that I had to battle early on, was trying to figure out like how much of this that I think is positive for me is actually more negative for me in this season, because I'm not giving myself grace, because maybe because my day didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, maybe I was showing up as a different father or a different husband that I didn't intend to be.
yeah,
And learning that process is hard. And people will say, "Oh yeah, your life's going to change. Oh yeah, you're not going to sleep. Oh yeah, it's things like that." But changing like the individual who you are
it's
is,
difficult.
I think, the hardest part of the entire process.
Yeah,
And I've meditated and prayed on it enough to understand that this is the direction
yeah,
that we need to be going, that I need to be going to become better. But it really is hard in those
yeah,
moments
yeah,
where you're trying to battle between the person you were and the person who you're supposed to become. Go through a lot of challenges there.
yeah,
And like you said, giving yourself grace, and even talking to somebody, talking to a professional, and understanding that this is okay.
yeah,
But this is why I love having these conversations with fathers, is because you've been through it longer than I have. And it's not like after, now that you have a 5-year-old, that you're in bad shape and that you have no money and that you're unsuccessful and that you hate your family, right?
yeah,
It's like you have more love than ever,
yeah.
right? You're surrounded by more people who care about you. You have more of a reason and an intent to do positive things.
You think it's
But
impossible to love your wife anymore until you see them become a parent.
oh my
You're
gosh,
like, man,
man.
I made the right decision with this person in
Yeah.
my life. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember after my wife gave birth, I I I thought I married a superhero,
yeah,
which I may have. When you're a part of that process and you see that happen and you see what they go through, like, I'm like, bro, I've been through some hard stuff. I don't know if I could have done that.
I've said that to my wife and to women that go through that process. It's like women are superheroes whenever they do that. It's the
Oh my
most
gosh.
simplest thing a human can do, and to see what they go through, just like, whoa, this is. And then as soon as it's done, man, they just forget everything that just happened, and their whole life is this little being now. Yeah,
Yeah, man, just to see them grow. I put out a post the other day that, like, how cool it is to be able to watch not only you grow as a father and as a person, but watch the person you love the most grow and watch your babies grow. It is so cool, but it's hard because this life is like this, right? It's
yeah,
like, you're okay, more money, I need to do this, more activities, we got to get outside, we got to stay inside, I got to optimize my sleep, I got to get enough protein, I got to do. But like, when you can step back and look at it and be like, whoa, like, we did this.
yeah.
Like, it really is, it really grounds you as a human being.